This is gonna blow your mind. What would you do if your partner demanded something outrageous and you actually gave it to them? Am I the a-hole for giving my husband exactly what he asked for? Me, 45, and hubby, 42, have been together for 23 years. During those years, we've been a strong couple, and I did everything in my power to create a home that we could grow old in together. I handled all of our finances, taxes, expenses, the kids, the pets, 2 dogs, 2 cats, and a snake. I gave affection and made myself available to him whenever he needed. Over the past number of years, my health has been in decline. I'll admit I haven't always handled it well. He'd complained that I needed to do more to take care of myself, and so I did. At the height of things, I was seeing 8 different doctors, taking 10 different medications several times a day, and working a full-time job. I don't think people understand what it really feels like when your body just gives up on you, and you still have to keep going for everyone else. I just kept getting worse. I needed to sleep 12-hour days just to function, but, I did it and adjusted everything so that no one would be impacted by my declining health. About 3 weeks ago, I was in really bad shape. He told me to go to the emergency room. I said that I would Uber so that it wouldn't impact his schedule. However, on the day, I was so afraid that I asked him to take me. Later, when it was time to go home, I just felt overwhelmed by what happened, and I asked him to pick me up. I should have just Ubered, like I said, because he came to get me, and honestly, he was so upset we ended up getting into a huge fight. He said I was inconsiderate of his needs and that I should move out. I told him I was not going to move out and that if he was unhappy, he should leave. He proceeded to tell me that I was incapable of taking care of the house and the family in my condition, and I should do the right thing and leave. I wasn't going to leave the family I built and the life I'd worked so hard to create, so time went by, about 2 weeks, and we talked, and he told me that he wanted to be single. He didn't want to be married to me anymore, and that the sorrow he was feeling was so deep that he didn't know how he was going to get better, but that he knew it was inevitable that our marriage would end. A couple of weeks before my birthday, I gathered the courage to offer him a 1-month no-contact split, and honestly, he giddily accepted it, only to come to tell me that I better not try to stop him from seeing his daughter. I broke down sobbing because this man whom I've loved for half my life is treating me like I'm this evil villain hell-bent on hurting him. In that moment, I yelled at him with tears in my eyes that I know the only person he never wants to see again is me, and I'll find a way to come to terms with it, but that for 30 days, he isn't welcome in my home. I blocked him from my phone and stopped sharing my location. I told our daughter, who's 15, that I will support whatever she wants to do and I will be there for her no matter what. She chose to stay but keeps the lines of communication open with her dad. I think that's healthy and I'm so proud of her, but folks are telling me I was wrong to let him leave. Am I the a-hole here? So here's an update. It's only been 3 days, but still no communication. Last night, my daughter just said to me out of the blue while we were having some family time, "I think he's going to come back home." I asked her, "Why do you think that?" She told me because he's lonely. I said, "How do you know that?" And she replied, "Because he's been texting me a lot. I mean, a lot, like, he's being kind of extra." I asked her, "How do you feel about that?" She said, "I don't know, I just think he's going through it and he'll come back." I decided to drop it because I didn't want to influence her one way or the other. Okay, so here's another update and I'll keep this as short as possible. I invited him back home because he was struggling financially. He agreed to therapy but only went to 1 session and then said it wasn't for him and he wasn't going back. He withdrew all affection and intimacy, and when I confronted him about it, he told me that it makes him uncomfortable and that he will not do any of those things anymore, at least not anytime soon. I asked, "So you're going to treat me like a roommate?" And he said, "I can see why you'd see it that way." You need to hear this if you're someone who's ever felt lost after a major life change. I was devastated, but honestly, I have a great friend group. My son, who's 20, knows about what's going on, but he's worried about me not being able to take care of myself if he leaves. I totally understand his concerns, so I've decided to embrace the roommate situation, work on building myself up so that my children aren't worried about me being alone, and just go from there. It would seem that our journey is coming to an end, but I'm finding that it hurts less the more I focus on taking care of myself. I guess am I the a-hole for allowing myself to become so weak that I could be so easily discarded? This will probably be my last update, but I want to thank you all for your thoughts and suggestions.